All right, parents, do your kids know Molly? She may sound harmless, but she's illegal and she's very dangerous.
First, you'll hear what your kids likely think of Molly, and then you'll hear the truth. An internet search for Molly results in endless chat room conversations and YouTube videos of teens and 20-somethings acting like this.
These EDM concerts are just perfect settings for that because, you know, you have like thousands of people next to you.
But safety in numbers is not the only appeal. Molly is also the star of lots of hit songs, even getting a shout out from pop icon Madonna at a festival in Miami a few months ago.
How many people in this crowd have seen Molly?
Smut cave, smut cave, smut cave, smut cave. When it comes to the your own art, the art of Molly Soda, we see zines, we see selfies, photography, JPEGs, GIFs, IMGs, docs, number of different files, both digital and analog, coming from the Molly Soda camp. Is there any like anchor point of your artwork?
I would say that most of my work is inherently about being a girl and about I think existing on the internet and performing for the internet and dealing with your feelings in like a really weird public way, but also privately, if that makes any sense. Because like at this point, I think there are things that I would call pieces where I go out and I'm like, this is a video that I'm making to exist as an art piece, and then I have a lot of work that I make, like any of my YouTube videos where I'm just like singing or like talking. I don't think of it as like this is a piece, like I just worked on this, like I just wrapped up this like thing that I've been working on. But they all like kind of go together in this way to create like one huge piece, if that makes sense. And I think a lot of it's about like being a girl and like dealing with like your feelings and like, oh, this boy won't text me back and like I'm gonna listen to Taylor Swift and I'm like sad about it, but like everyone else kind of feels the same way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of girls and even some boys are going through these experiences on the reg right now.
Yeah, I think like making work that's like honest and like that other people can like relate to is like the most important thing you can do.
In the course of your famousness as Molly Soda, you have recently gone on tour with the performing artist Grimes.
Well, I didn't actually go on tour. I just did like a couple. I did every time she comes to Chicago, or when I was living in Chicago, me and my old roommate Claire would just dance for her. She'd let us do whatever we wanted. One of the shows was a Lollapalooza after party show. She didn't play Lollapalooza, but she like did an after show, and me and my roommate Claire, who were dancing, we would always try and get like some fun thing together for the show, because we would try and choreograph, but we're not dancers, so it would always be like silly. And so we were trying to use flash paper. Have you ever used flash paper?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. And it's like, well, I'd never really used it before except for like testing it at our house. And we had this big sheet of flash paper and we were gonna light it on fire on stage. And we both got our sheets of flash paper out while she's performing and then lit the flash paper on fire and totally like burned our hands. Like second song in, and so we had to dance the rest of the set with burnt hands.
That's very rock and roll. That's like something Metallica would do. You have a lot of stylistic influence on people. Do you cite anyone or anything as a big influence in your personal style?
Honestly, I would say like other girls. Like other girls on Tumblr, like I'll see pictures of someone or like just some random girl, like a selfie, and I'll like save it to my desktop and be like, this outfit's cute, or like her hair's cute, like I want my hair like that. Or just like, or like people that I know in real life that like rub off on me, because if you hang out with someone long enough, you kind of start to pick up like things about them. Like I feel like any like good girlfriends that I have, I kind of like start to pick up on like little things about how they dress or do their hair. And I think it's just like everything around me, or like the bus. Whenever I take the bus, I always like see things I like.
You're also a big fan of the band Ween, I've noticed. Another cherished band of mine. What do you have to say about those guys?
I love Ween, and I'm really when they broke up like last year, right? Like, do you remember the day they broke up?
Yeah, it was really shocking and upsetting.
Yeah, like they're like the coolest uncles that I never had.
We, on behalf of both of us, we really miss you right now. And if you want to get back together, it's okay. You have a Ween tattoo as well.
I
A baby bitch tattoo. Amazing song.
do. Yeah.
Are you willing to show that on camera today?
Sure. Can you get it?
I can move this thing.
Okay, so my friend that I was living with had a tattoo machine, and I was kind of like, you know what? I can't remember if I got the tattoo before or after they broke up. I think it was after. It was like within like a very small period of time. And I was like, yeah, I want to get a tattoo under my boobs. Like, I'm just gonna do it tonight, 15 minutes before I have to leave the house.
Going into like specific subgenres, I will ask you this question. C-punk, witch house, or posi goth, and why?
Okay. So I don't think witch house is a look anymore, or I don't think witch house has been relevant for a while. So I'm gonna go with, I don't even know anything about witch house, so I'm gonna go with no on the witch house. And I get mislabeled as C-punk a lot, not so much anymore, but it happens a lot, and I always get lumped in with it. Like, I've had people hit me up, be like, I'm doing a thing on C-punk, can I interview you for it? And I always have to explain to them that I'm not C-punk, and that, like, lead them to the right people who are C-punk and tell them to talk to them. So no with the C-punk, and I guess I could be posi goth, but I think I wear too much color to be posi goth. So can I be none of the above? Because I really don't like labels,
Yeah, we can totally accept that answer. So you deny allegiances with these three schools of thought.
And one of them doesn't exist.
Miss Soda, thank you so much for coming on the show and being my guest today. I really appreciate it.
No problem, it was fun.
I guess in closing, would you like to tag my wall here with your name or some sort of representation of yourself?
This, right here?
This blank section of wall right next to it.
This?
Yeah, and anything, a small thing, whatever.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll do it.
Cheers.
Pasadas por allí, no sé bien qué vibró dentro de mí, y sin pensar me fui detrás de ti. La luna en tu melena me ayuda a seguir tus pasos por la acera, pero al doblar la esquina del bazar, no sé cómo te perdí. En plena confusión escuché dentro de mi corazón como una voz marcando una señal. Iba diciendo tú y yo, tú y yo.
Smut cave, smut cave, smut cave, smut cave.